If your hairline looks further back than it did a year ago, then you're probably scared that you're going bald. But are you actually receding, or is your lineup getting pushed back? In many cases, your hairline is just getting pushed back. I'm a barber, and I've watched guys panic over this for years, and most of them weren't even losing their hair at all. Here's what nobody tells you. The real cause is your line creeping up, not your hair falling out. Now stay with me, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. A natural edge up that's not sitting on top of your forehead, that's still sharp but not pushed back, like this, that's where we're going. And I'll show you how to get the same results. I'll break it down into 3 parts. Why it looks like your line is moving up on your forehead, how to tell a pushback line from one that's actually receding, and how to fix it. Let's get into it. Every time you get lined up, the barber cleans the edge by trimming away hair to create a precise shape. Now do that over and over, and the line scoots up a little bit every time. And it's not so noticeable at first, but your hair didn't quit growing. The line just kept climbing. Now there are 3 habits that are doing this, and the first one is behind almost every pushback lineup I've ever seen. And honestly, you may be guilty of it. Cause 1 is getting lined up too often. Every single visit, usually every week for a lot of men, you ask for a crispy edge up, but there's nothing to clean yet, so the barber goes up into good hair to find a fresh line. And cutting into those extra few hairs, you give up a little ground each time. Cause number 2 is chasing a perfectly straight hairline. Your real edge up isn't straight. It dips and waves and curves a little, and that's normal. We've all got different head shapes and growth patterns, so a perfectly straight line isn't even ideal. When you force a line up dead straight, the barber has to cut into high parts of your natural edge just to make it match. You traded a little extra hair for a clean look. And cause number 3 is taking the side arches, also known as C-cups, too high, too often. Creating a super defined arch often sits high on the temples. Now do that every week, and the high arches become the new normal. Everything seems fine until you look in the mirror 6 months later, and now something looks off. You didn't notice it at first, but now you can't help but notice it. So how do you know if a lineup is really pushed back or it's actually receding? There's one tell that settles it every time, and I'm gonna get to the fix right after. A push line is sharp and even. It's high in a clean straight line, and the biggest tell, you'll notice heavy stubble a day or 2 after your haircut, and the hair right behind it is still dark. It just got pushed backwards. Now, real hairline recession is uneven. It starts at the temples and the corners, not the middle, and it moves on its own without clippers involved. Now here's the tell. A pushback line has thick hair behind it, and receding hair has thin hair behind it. Here's an easy way to check at home. Right behind the hair on your edge up. Hair is still full and you see stubble growing back, that means your line got pushed back, and that's fixable. Now if the hair is thinning back there too, that's a different conversation, and I'll address that on the next video. So here's the fix that stops the pushback. Follow your natural line, whether you go to a barber or if you cut your own hair. Find the balance between sharp and natural. Don't invent a new hairline. Less is more, and use precise blades that set the edge up without having to dig into the skin. This is where the blade matters. One that stays cool and lays a crisp line in 1 to 2 passes. It doesn't drag or cut the hair unevenly, so you're not going back over it, creeping the line up. That's the Swiss surge. No heat, no hesitation, and it holds the line right where it is. And that's it. Follow the natural lineup, get lineups less often, and use precise, cool blades. The line stops scooting back, and the hairline you thought you were losing days ago sits right where it belongs. And one last thing, stop checking your edge up in the mirror every single day. The more you stare at it and touch it, the more you're gonna talk yourself into getting lined up too soon. And that's exactly how you end up getting overlined in the first place. Leave it alone and let it grow. If you know somebody that's convinced they're going bald, send them this video. 9 times out of 10, it's just a pushback lineup, not the end of their hairline. And now you know why your hairline looks like it's receding. In the next video, I'll break down which hairline products actually help and which ones just waste your money. That's up next.